Alright, so today we're going to be attaching the piano hinges to the rod locker and to this door as well. So first we need to weigh these doors. We got 2.95 pounds. 2.95 pounds. Alright, so I need to cut down this hinge. So I'm going to get this in place, and luckily I've learned from this build that it all needs to line up with the bottom of this piece here. So, but I'm going to clamp it into place, and that way we can screw it on. So I'm just going to drill this if I can. The drill barely fits. Alright, so I moved some clamps around, make sure this side was secure. Now we can get this side done. It wouldn't have hurt to drill out the holes in this piece before I put on the hinge, but oh well. Alright, so I'm just going to do that same thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more times. Alright, so we got that hinge attached. Now we can slide over the lid. I haven't weighed this hinge yet, but I will weigh the other side and times it by 2. Oh, I cannot wait to get the sheet metal. It's gonna look so freaking sick. But there's a problem. I won't be getting that until next Thursday, not today. I thought it was today, this Thursday, but I called this morning just to double check and make sure they knew what was all going on. And yeah, it's next Thursday, which sucks. But oh well, we'll get everything else done on the boat in that time, and it'll be ready for it. Oh yeah, that should sit perfect. This hinge bottom aligning up with the angle bottom has made this 100 times easier. That is done. It's sitting where it needs to sit. Sitting pretty over here. Now the hard part of getting all this connected. I hate this part. This is the hard part. So I got the lid frame in place, and I'm just gonna mark where the frame sits. That way when I move the lid, I know where to put it back. Otte. Oh, this fucking drill. I just kicked it. It's my fault. I always walk around barefooted. Alright, so I'm going to pre-drill all the holes in the hinge. I'm going to get that up, get it where it needs to be, clamp this side, and then go work with the other side. Alright, so there is one side attached. It came out perfect. Nice and strong. So I'm stoked about that. That was a little awkward. This is why I wanted to do the rod locker standing up, because to reach around this is kind of weird. When I was screwing this in, I had to do it all just by feeling it. I could not see what I was doing. Well, not too bad. But there she is. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum that out, and then we can move on to the other side. Alright, so now I need to measure this hinge. This ain't gonna be easy. I'm gonna have to balance this or something. The hinge is 1.01 pounds. Let's go ahead and set this in place. This one I had to end short because of this wall here, but I'm gonna use the wall to my advantage and set the hinge behind the foam, and that is gonna hold it up for me. Beautiful. So I'm gonna call the hinges, let's go rod locker hinges 2.02. All right, cool. Let's lock this hinge in place. For some reason, this side feels so much different, but it's not that different. Why does it feel so different? Why am I always hurting myself? I just stepped on that piece of metal, which I threw over here earlier because I was working with it over there. God, I just beat myself up so much in the last 2 days. Ugh. My knuckle hurts. I kicked the drill over there, so that's missing skin on the ankle now. Freaking hurts, man. This boat is kicking my butt. All right, there is the second hinge installed. Looks freaking good. All right, that was easy. That third one, I think I mastered it by now. So we got all 3 lids done, and I still need to make another lid as well. I'm just not sure if it's gonna go here or if I'm gonna use this box, cut it down, and make a hatch here. But that might interfere, it will interfere with the foot pedal, so I'm not sure about that just yet. But I got these leftover pieces of hinge that I'm going to just use as one for the next lid. Wherever I put it, I'm not too sure yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm happy UPS found these hinges. They lost them. I'm happy I got them here safe and sound, not damaged, and I'm happy that they're now installed into the boat, and this is all sturdy. I talked about adding some supports going across here, just little pieces of angle, one every so often, just to stiffen up this piece here, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So yeah, that will look like that, but that will just add some more support to this hinge. It won't be able to flex down as much. I mean, it really doesn't flex down that much. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Should I add these or not? I'm hoping once I add on the aluminum sheeting, the 90, it will stiffen all of this up even stronger. But again, this is a long piece. This is almost 6 foot. So that has a lot of room to bend. I don't know, we'll see. I'll wait till I add the sheet metal onto that before I add these in. Maybe. I may just go ahead and do it just because I have a whole week until I get the metal. I got asked in the comments if this was the same height as these lids, and they will be. And that means that once I put on the sheeting for these lids here, this lid will be that much higher than the pre-made lids. We didn't really plan ahead for that when we made these lids. We just made them to be 3/4. So once I add that sheeting, it's going to be a little bit higher, which, I mean, it kind of sucks, but it won't be that big of a difference, hopefully. So I got this live well box set up here, and that is going to be the difference. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's not that big of a difference. And like I said, if you don't really know about it, it's not going to be that noticeable, hopefully. But yeah, that is one of the things we need to plan ahead for when they make these pre-made boxes. The thickness of the metal you use on top. Because we were just thinking of the thickness of the frame. Screwed that one up. But that is one of the reasons why you always have to be thinking 10 steps ahead when you're building one of these John boats, because there's so much things to be thinking about when you're building one. All right, guys, in the next video, we will be installing all of these hinges, getting all these doors attached. But I am stoked with how all these lids came out. We got all 3 of them done. But guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.